Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to the Frontier and Steel Division 2. Finally, we have some actual gameplay footage to sink our teeth to. I cannot wait. I have not seen this video, so we're going to take a look at it together, and I wanted to make some announcements here stating that the beta for Steel Division 2 will start on March 27th, and the game releases on May 2nd. So there's plenty of time for Eugen to make changes between then and now, and I wanted to cover some more Steel Division 2. There's many great videos out there covering all the little things from the developer diaries, and I've been reading those too. I didn't have a lot of time to make those, so if you'd like me to cover more details about the game, about defensive modes and the other game modes and units and things that'll be available in this, again, it's the Eastern Front in 1944, so it's going to be a really exciting scenario, I think, to play out in campaign. But without further ado, let's watch this gameplay footage and see what Eugen has to offer. If you'd like me to see more, or show you more so we can see more of this game, make sure you click or tap that like button. Get aggressive if you show enough support. I want to make these gameplay videos too on really about what the game will be like. So if you'd like to see those, let me know. Without further ado, here we go. So the developers will be talking throughout this cutscene or throughout the gameplay.
Welcome to Steel Division 2 first skirmish video.
Oh wow.
Today we're gonna play as a Soviet commander.
Oh nice. Oh, look at how beautiful that is.
Will be similar to the one we created in the previous video. This game will be in closer combat mode on the small Orsha North map. Set in the outskirts of Orsha, this map features large wooded areas, a few swamps, and of course a highway, picturing the region surrounding this highly strategic area of Operation Bagration.
Oh wow. Swamps.
From a tactical aspect, plateaux offer a great advantage, allowing units a great field of view over the battlefield and large fields of fire. Two villages will be strong points for infantry, which will be extremely hard to unseat without direct fire artillery.
Right.
The aim of the battle will be to push the front line forward in order to capture as much objective points as possible.
Oh, objective points.
We will put some 80 guns on the plateau here, which is a strong point, allowing us to cover the plains. We are using the line of sight, which now takes the difference of height into account to determine the best spot to place our units. We will also try to place some MGs in the houses here in order to capture this village here on the right. In the central area of the map, we will place a recon units in order to cover the village and identify enemy forces that might come from the roads. These recon units will also allow us to see what's happening on the plateau on the opposite side. We will also try to capture the village on the left with some infantry.
Those are some big plans.
We will position some infantry in the farm and try to use the light forest cover to make our troops advance.
You can start with a plan like that, but it never goes according to plan.
Our tactics is to surround the village by taking the farms around it.
You'll always have to adjust your tactics in this game. Really like the layout of the black screen there with
these
the
positions are secured.
Phase. I like that on the right.
We will swoop the village and make it ours. We start our deployment by placing the recon units. Razyatka have powerful bazookas that will allow them to defend themselves.
He's giving orders before the battle starts too, so you can lay out your units and have them start attacking and moving at the start.
Will take this house here, as well as an artillerist equipped with a radio.
That's not new, but that is something you can do. They're equipped with a radio, so off-map artillery is back as well, so that's great.
Guardia units, very efficient at long range, will be supported by Avtomachikis to take the farm on the right. With their PPSH guns, they are truly deadly at short range.
So I don't know much about the red circles on the map, but it does go with the control points he was mentioning earlier, so that must be a way to
We are also
push the
placing
line.
A recon unit on the plateau on the right. It will help the tanks to spot the enemies in the plains.
I'll have to read a lot more about that. I'm really curious to know more about that system. That's going to be neat. Look at that town. That's quite a large village.
Long-range Guardia units in the village, hoping they will be able to hold the place.
Those unit cards always look so nice. Such a typical Wargame style.
A Guardia unit is also used to capture the farms on the left.
What a perfect balance between Wargame and Steel Division. This really feels like a nice mix so far.
An Automachiki unit will be sent to cover the woods.
Oh, was that a flamethrower unit?
We are using the line of sight to place the anti-tank unit in the best possible position to protect the road.
Anti-tank. Oh, okay. 45mm anti-tank gun.
We are placing another anti-tank unit on the plateau on the left to cover the plain.
Wow.
And another one is used to protect the farm on the right.
Love the height advantage now, where you can see and shoot further because you'll be able to spot targets. So the high ground is definitely, boy, Anakin's going to be pissed. This is going to be awesome.
As we have plenty of deployment points left, we can place an artillery unit.
Well, I have plenty enough for one artillery unit, yeah.
Before launching the battle, we are checking all the orders we have given.
Oh, you can check orders. That's awesome. I'm going to need a lot more time to review my forces, though. I don't have the ability to really, you know, with all those units on the field, that's a lot to cover.
Let's play.
So units that are flashing are in cover, they're concealed, so they're not spotted until recon or other units get close.
We're configuring the small calibers 80 units on the efficient shot mode, which makes the units fire only if it has a 40% chance to hit.
Whoa, that's cool. So you can tell your units not to fire unless they have a big chance of destroying a unit. That's awesome. So they're basically in ambush mode until the vehicle gets close.
The enemy
That's
tries
awesome.
to take the right flank.
So he's against the Germans now.
We are disembarking our units as fast as possible.
That is so cool. Seems like command units are back.
The Germans are sending an Me-410 to attack one of our T-34 on the other plateau.
Incoming aircraft. Ooh, that's a good tank buster.
Stressed by the attack, the T-34 falls back. Panzer Grenadiers are trying to attack the farm on the right, but are held back by our Automachikis.
Wow. Only one squad attacking that village? That's not going to be enough.
Detected by our F.A.Q recon units, the German troops lead a harmonious attack on the village with some Panzer IV-H and 2 Grille.
Those Germans seem dead to me. With the units being gray like that, that's how you knew they were destroyed in the previous game.
We're bringing tanks to counterattack their offensive and start to shoot at the incoming units with our 80 gun.
Oh yeah, the line is being pushed on the
From
right.
his
Nice.
own plateau, the T-34 manages to fire at the Panzer Grenadier on the side of the other plateau.
Well, that's a T-34-85.
We're using our Su-76M to support our advance and to unseat the cannoneer.
Oh, Su-76 can provide artillery support as well in this game. Fantastic. So AT and also artillery.
On the left, our mighty 53K 80 gun spots and destroys an enemy unit.
Oh, nice kill.
And
God, that looks
another
beautiful.
one. A well-placed 80 gun with an efficient shot option activated can have a devastating effect.
Yeah, that's huge. That's really good for ambushes.
Our T-34, benefiting from a good field of view, shoots at the enemy units on the plateau. The last Valiant Guardia units are getting fired at by a Panzer IV-H roaming in the streets of the village.
They're getting pushed out completely. Just one rifle squad there. Probably no AT really for these guys. AT rifle
We're
maybe.
bringing T-34 with their commanders to
need
take
more.
back the village.
This game just looks incredible. I really like the look of this one.
The enemy Me-410 is back, but this time we're deploying a Yak-1B to hunt it.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, it's a bit too fast and the attack fails. Sad times for the Normandy Niemen.
So it looks like that plane's going to
We
be
are
able to
sending
evac.
our T-34 76 units to try to get the village back, but the counterattack fails and our tanks are routing.
Really?
We are trying another tactics by discreetly sending Guardia units in the forest on the left of the village, waiting for an order to do a synchronized attack.
Oh, okay. So he's going to send in tanks and troops again in a secondary attack. Really beautiful, this game. It's a shame you have to play the game zoomed out
the second
so
farm
often.
on the right being secured, it's time for us to push forward to the village on the top right of the map.
A lot of the times you guys ask for us to zoom
a
in.
wild tiger E appears and it will be suicidal to attack it from this position.
We got a tiger. Oh, there she is, baby. The legend. Look at that thing. That's a big unit. Although a T-34-85 could easily take that out from the side.
Our gun, being set in efficient shot, will wait until reaching a 40% hit chance before firing on the tiger.
I love that option.
We are trying to bring our T-34 forward as a bait, in order to make the Tiger E turn in its direction, showing his weak spot to our anti-tank gun.
He's going to use a lure and skewer. Try to get that tank close and get it from the side. Oh.
Unfortunately, our T-34 is killed in the maneuver.
Oof. That's a big oof.
And our AT gun ends up stressed.
Oh, he's down by the swamp. I wonder if that affects movement.
Our salvation will come from our Razviatka Recon, armed with a bazooka, which destroys the Tiger E after it came a bit too close.
Didn't look like he got a hit on that. Oh, there they got it. Nice explosion. Damn.
We're using our Su-76 artillery to fire on the village on the left in order to stress out the German units.
That thing's got some impressive range.
We are also moving our T-34, boosted by a leader, to attack the village.
Su-76, not bad against tanks too. It does have the capability for ambush. I wonder if that gets the option to do that as well. I didn't quite see that if it has the efficient shot. But the ability to switch between artillery and efficient shot is big.
Our progression of the right side of the map goes well.
Enemy surrendering.
And our Avtomachiki can deal easily with
the
enemy units in the forest.
Good job, my man. This is only Phase A, by the way. There's 3 phases in this game if you're unfamiliar. You'll get more units as time progresses.
Our synchronized counterattack on the village, involving our T-34 as well as our Guardia units hidden in the woods, seems to work like a charm.
This is kind of more like a recon and early battle, light skirmishes.
The enemy is using the plateau across the village to fire at our units.
Look at that beautiful church
in the distance. We will need to wait
until
until Phase B to be able to deploy T-34-85 and Su-85 units to secure our positions definitely.
I thought he had T-34-85s at the start. He needs more though. You only get a few, I suppose, at the start. At the end of the game, it's full-scale combat and just everything's available with like billions of points, depending on your deck.
On the left of the area, we are pushing forward to capture a third farm just before the start of Phase B.
There's so much information in these videos. I gotta go back and cover some of these decks and such too. I'm sure there's people unfamiliar with it. I'm more familiar. I don't want to call myself a seasoned veteran because I have no idea what I'm doing. But
we're pushing forward our Maxim to the village on the right.
I certainly have fun. Alright, Maxim machine gun.
What's happening on the left side.
Wow, this guy's really got a good...
We make our Avtomachikis advance further to capture the third farm group.
So I wonder if you get bonus points for capturing the small circles that mark important areas.
The enemy is bringing more forces to the village on the left, and we are deploying Katyushas to calm them down.
Ah, Katyusha's coming out. Very nice.
We are hiding our units behind the forest to contain a potential advance in the village.
I really want to see the commanders in use as well. Commanders and squad, like leader groups, are different now. Commanders give like ×2 XP, and there's a lot of little extra things that having a commander nearby can do. These 1v1s are really nice.
Our Katyushas are here, and we are ordering them to strike the entrance of the village.
This is definitely a little slower pace because they're kind of taking their time to explain things. But the games can be really fast-paced and intense, especially in Steel Division. There's the Katyusha. Beautiful, man. That's really nice. I swear that's like a Wargame model because they've been using those rocket artillery in the entire thing. Look at that smoke plume. Dude, devastated.
Unfortunately, a well-placed Tiger E destroys our 2 T-34-76.
Oh, damn.
Our T-34-85 finally destroyed the Tiger E with 2 successive shots.
Boom. Side turn to it. Typical AI.
The right side of the map is not well defended, and we'll use this opportunity to capture the arrival point on the top of the map.
Oh, right, you can capture enemy reinforcement
the enemy
points.
to deploy more units from this point.
Oh, he's totally gutting them.
Dominating this area could be a chance to cut the enemy front line from the top.
Yep. So there's going to be a large pocket that he's about to encircle here. Beautiful.
We're bringing more T-34 on the top of the plateau on the right. In the meantime, on the left on the map, our 53K M80 gun identifies 2 incoming German units and manages to destroy one. The other one has the time to disembark its Panzer Grenadier before exploding.
Oh, okay. He didn't have that AT gun to cover.
Stress out the AT gun and eventually destroys it. A very tragic death of one of the true heroes of this battle.
Yeah, the AT gun was doing some work. Can't win them all, though. Can't win every little encounter. Did a lot of damage against enemy tanks, as it was supposed to. So he's got 3 main units in the center there. I wonder how he's going to cut those off.
T-34-85, the tanks move forwards to the village and stress out units on the plateau.
Well, good animations. Things are looking beautiful. Like the weather effects.
The enemy sends an Me-410 and stresses out one of our T-34.
Sure, he stressed him out. Looked like he was dead.
Quickly deployed to chase it, but the enemy anti-air units are too dangerous.
Oh yeah, look at that. Nice AA fire. Look at the flak come up. Beautiful.
Fortunately, this aerial attack doesn't prevent our T-34-85 to capture the village and secure the place for good.
Oh, good. That guy's retreating. He's not going to get the pocket after all.
We are sending F.A.Q to reinforce our positions here. We are moving our unit to the other farm in order to benefit from a wider field of view.
Yeah, that's a very important thing that he's using, bringing up the circular vision, I guess, display.
As our units are getting fired at while moving,
yeah,
we are sending our Yak-1 in support.
Nice. Yeah, aircraft can provide ground support if they're air superiority fighter.
Feeling bold, we're sending the T-34-85 to capture the plateau across the village.
Ooh, look at those units.
The place is extremely well defended,
yep, pull back.
And we're losing a T-34.
Yep, get that Katusha
ready. There is nothing
ready.
To do now. Every attempt is stopped by a very well placed Panzer IV-H.
Ooh, nice.
In order to cover our unit advance, we are using smoke from our Su-76M.
Oh, they can fire smoke too. Good. Excellent. They work exactly like artillery, not just a side bonus thing, but full artillery unit. He's got to get Katyushas on those units.
We are also sending an anti-air unit to counter the Me-410. Before the phase C starts, we're moving forward our defense. We are also sending some troops to the units which capture the arrival point.
Oh yeah, he's got units captured on the right.
Now starts the phase C. On the left side, we are moving forward our F.A.Q equipped with 10 PPSH.
There's more units to come.
Our enemy stands no chance.
Yeah, PPSHs are no joke. Those are so good close counter. Man, look at that. This game needs more editor options for battles like this. It'd be so cool to make a video
we are sending
just from the
tanks
ground.
To the plateau to capture it with the help of the Guardia in the forest.
Yep, surrendering units in there. Oh boy. Man, get those Katyushas on it. Level all those units in that forest. Oh.
We are trying a final push before the end of the game with a
Katyusha
shot and a tank assault on the plateau.
That's what I would have done. Level it with Katyushas and flank.
The end of the battle is near, and we dominated our enemy by capturing most of the control points.
Yeah, nice job. A major victory too, so he got
all the content
hit a little
you just saw will be available in the beta that will start on March 27th. Pre-order the game now to secure your access to the beta.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, and see you soon.
Really good information in there. So pre-order in order to get access to the beta, which starts on the 27th of March, and then the game comes out fully on May 2nd with a few, I guess you could say, I guess you could call them divisions available. I always forget the technical term of it. You can make your own, you can choose divisions, and then you can make your own quote-unquote deck with that division for Steel Division 2. So, for example, if there's a Panzer Grenadier group available, I don't know exactly what the names will be. I'll have to do a little more investigation. But, for example, if there's more of a tank-heavy group and you really like tanks, you can use multiple tanks and stuff to do that. You can make different decks with different tanks, but from the same division. I really like what I'm seeing here. This is really exciting and makes me want to go back and take a more in-depth look at a lot of things that are coming. This was just one game mode where it was just a 1v1 kind of typical battle that you would have seen in the original Steel Division Normandy 44, but with this one, there's going to be other defensive modes like Breakthrough that were added later as DLC to Steel Division, which really benefited it. I think the game would have been even more well-received in the original if they would have done things like that. And they've learned those lessons, and they're bringing that to the second game. So there's a lot of promising things here I see. A lot of beautiful, it looks beautiful. Like always in these games, you always kind of have to be zoomed out far to see, where the enemy's flanking you, where is the artillery coming from, where are the aircraft. You have to be zoomed out to see that. But it's a shame because when you look so close at it, you can see all the detail that Eugen has always put into their games, especially, these types of games. With, kind of with the overview look that's traditional from Wargame. So a lot of good stuff here, a lot of good information, and I just can't wait to play the beta. So if you want the beta, let's get in on it. Starting on the 27th, pre-order to play. Going to do a lot of random battles. I'm going to cover some more of this game too. More trailers, looking at units. I'm probably not going to get as in-depth of like doing a unit review for every single vehicle and everything like that. I used to do that, and maybe I could do that. My knowledge of World War II is much more than that of the Cold War. Obviously, there's only so many versions of a T-34, that varied mostly from the turret and the ammunition. A few different things there, but I guess we could get into more detailed looks than this one. So if you want to see more, make sure you click or tap that like button. Eugen, fantastic. I'm so excited for the game. You guys are doing great. I really am happy to see Steel Division back. And now on the Eastern Front, I think that was the right move. I think we're going to see more people involved in multiplayer. I think we need to see more World War II games from a strategy point that are a little bit more action-based. This one certainly, there's a lot of planning to this, but it's not like planning in a long-time game. It's really, what units do you want to bring out? You can make those before the game, and then you can go over and over again. But anyway, lots to discuss in the future, and I think I will see you guys next time for more of Steel Division 2. Thanks for your support. Thanks for subscribing, and go back and watch my initial reaction video to the announcement of Steel Division 2 if you'd like to see some initial information on that, about pre-order options and things like that. I think we can cover some of those in the future too. For those of you who are interested in that, the pre-order bonuses will probably be, not commanders, but like special units of historical figures, historical commanders or troops or things like that. But more information will come soon, especially from me. So if you want to see more, make sure you click or tap the subscribe button again, and I will see you all soon. Thank you very much for your support. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're excited. I'm excited for sure. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks, and goodbye.